expose of the most highly classified documents of the war.
You mean that was leaked out of the Pentagon?
Sir, this is a devastating security breach of the greatest magnitude of anything I've ever seen.
Did we know this was coming out?
No, we did not, sir.
I'd just start right at the top and fire some people. I mean, whatever department it came out of, I'd fire the top guy.
I think it is time in this country to quit making national heroes out of those who steal secrets and publish them in the newspaper.
In the first year of marriage, we're talking about him going to prison for the rest of his life.
Now, girls, forgive me concern about the possibility of going to prison for this.
We have a quick back. Wouldn't you go to prison to tell this war?
Good morning. First and foremost, I need to express publicly my deepest sympathies for the family of the loved ones of Mr. Freddie Gray. Guilty. We have brought the following charges. Officer Caesar Goodson is being charged with second-degree depraved heart murder, involuntary manslaughter, second-degree negligent assault, manslaughter by vehicle by means of gross negligence, manslaughter by vehicle by means of criminal negligence, misconduct in office for failure to secure a prisoner, failure to render aid. Officer William Porter is being charged with involuntary manslaughter, assault in the second degree, misconduct in office. Lieutenant Brian Rice is being charged with involuntary manslaughter, assault in the second degree, assault in the second degree, misconduct in office, false imprisonment. Officer Edward Nero is being charged with assault in the second degree, intentional, assault in the second degree, negligent, misconduct in office, false imprisonment. Officer Garrett Miller is being charged with intentional assault in the second degree, assault in the second degree, negligent, misconduct in office, and false imprisonment. Sergeant Alicia White is being charged with manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, second degree assault, misconduct in office.
Finally, the guy in front of me got the news, and he turns around and he says to me, "They're killing women and children in Vietnam." And I said, "Who's killing women and children, the Viet Cong?" And he said, "No, we are."
For 19-year-old Private Michael Bunch, life in the Army had been little more than a series of AWOL violations. His last stop was here at the Presidio Stockade, where he was fatally shot last Friday while trying to escape from a work detail.
The guard shot him and killed him, you know, point blank, and his only crime was not wanting to be there and going AWOL. And he was cut down at a real young age, and for no good reason. Not unlike a lot of his brothers in Vietnam, you know. So we reacted viscerally and with anger and disgust and outrage. We tore that jail apart. We ripped the wires out of the walls, we ripped the squawk box off the wall, and then things started to calm down because we started to plan. We came to a decision that the best thing we could do was to have some kind of a demonstration.
And it was at the roll call formation we had a signal, and that was when we were supposed to break ranks, and we did, and then we walked over here and sat down. At a certain point, Commandant came out and read us the Mutiny Act, and we just kept singing louder and, you know, kind of linked arms and singing.
We were scared, man. I'll tell you, we were really scared. We had them right where we want them. They were finally listening to us, man. That's the first time I can ever remember anybody listening to us while I was in the military.
The commanding general of the 6th Army, which was the jurisdiction, he said that they thought that the revolution was about to start and that they really had to set an example, you know, come down hard, and we were the guys that they decided to do that with. And they did. I mean, we were on trial for our life. You know, I kind of came in as an AWOL, and, you know, within 2 days of hitting the stockade, I was facing the death sentence for singing "We Shall Overcome."
Nationwide support for the Presidio 27 grew.
Collapse, with individual units avoiding or having refused combat,
murdering their officers and non-commissioned officers, drug-ridden and dispirited, were not near mutinous.
By the Pentagon's own figures, during the 10 years of the Vietnam War, 500,000 soldiers deserted.
I read that you took a stand and refused to kill in Vietnam. You said no man was your enemy. If what he's fighting for is to be free.
I used to love to watch the faces of the GIs when she sang that. It was like this shell of tension would drop away, and you would see the youth and the innocence and the vulnerability underneath.
But soldier, we love you. Yeah, soldier, we love you. Standing strong, 'cause it's hard to do. What do you know you must do? 'Cause it's true. Yes, it's true. They locked you up and they'll start.
In April of 1971, just 5 years after Howard Levy and Donald Duncan's lone acts of protest, thousands of Vietnam veterans against the war converged on Washington, D.C. and threw their medals onto the Capitol steps.
We don't want to fight anymore, but if we have to fight again, it'll be to take these steps.
You know, it's...
Why aren't you de-rezzing him?
Clear the way. Move it. Move, program.
If you want Tron, you'll have to go through me.
Will someone kill her already? And me.
Me too.
And me.
From now on, we protect each other. Tell your boss we're done letting one program fight our battles.
Welcome to the House of Pain.
You're all fired!
The uprising has begun.